how did you what made you fall in love with the culture? What made you love the culture? What made you first get into hip hop?
I mean, what really thrived me back in the day, we was gang banging on wax, so that's what I liked at the time. That was the dark side of shit. I liked that gangster rap. You know, it was really that's what 17 Reasons and 18 with a Bullet, all some hardcore gangster Bay Area music.
Okay.
And what the streets was about at that time. So, that at that time, me being young, that's what we was about, and that's what thrived me.
So what were
we
your
you know how the Indians go to war and they play the motherfucking drums? Well, we made the music, and we was at that time Black and Brown still cracking in the Bay. I mean, we're actually bringing the label back now with This Nation.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Mac Dre, you feel me?
So we're gonna talk about that in a second. Mm-hmm. You're mixing the Black and Brown communities. What artists did you listen to? What artists influenced you? What artists did you? Tupac
Shakur, but RBL Posse out of San Francisco, 11-5, Coog Nut, San Quinn.
What artists are you digging now? That are big and popping and stuff right now.
The ones that I'm digging right now is I'm digging this cat Lazy Boy we just picked up.
Okay.
I'm
gonna have to do my research on him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lazy Boy going hard. We got SOB.
Okay.
RBE Cats out of Vallejo, California. That's cracking.
Yeah.
I got a young Cinco out of Sacramento.
Yeah.
Lucky Luciano's always in the deck.
Okay.
Lavish D out of Sacramento. Okay. Hardcore rap, gangster rap. That old school rap. He come with that. That fire that you can feel. There's a lot. You know what? But I listen to a little bit of everybody. There's just not that one person that I actually listen to. I listen to a variety of music,
Okay. Has there been any other Latin rappers in Houston that you've worked with besides Lucky Luciano, like Gigi Garza?
Yeah, I've worked with every. I get money when you say work. It's just not a studio. I get money. I've gotten money from every Latin rapper in Houston.
Oh wow. Okay.
Every Latin rapper in Houston getting money with Toes. So money with Toes or getting money with Toes, and that's a fact. You need to film that.
Okay. So all right. So you talked about you getting money with all the Latin rappers in Houston. So let's talk about that. Your connection of mixing the Black and Brown communities. Your company is called
Black and Brown.
Black and Brown. Talk about that, please.
So Black and Brown started in 1996 out of San Francisco, and then with the first album, 17 Reasons, that we were able to bring the Latins that weren't really on the mic at the time. The only person that was actually rapping at that time in the Bay Area was Baby Bash and JT.
Okay.
From In Too Deep.
Okay.
And then like a year after, that's when we came after, or 2 years after we came out with the 17 Reasons. Baby Bash was on there. That's how we built our relationship. We've been, friends for 20 years. And that really just, bringing the blacks and the Mexicans together and saying just the words Black and Brown and parading that around the Northern California was a big thing. People were starting to speak it. We had music behind it. We had some merchandise. So it was being felt. Then we were consistent. We just didn't come out with one album. It was 18 with a Bullet, then Mr. Key, then Rider Thugs. Rider Thugs, I came down here to Houston to make Rider Thugs, where I started Black and Brown down here in 2001.
How'd you get your connection down here in Houston? I mean, what
South
made
Park
you...
Mexican and Baby Bash. I got in trouble with the laws, and I ended up taking off from the Bay Area.
Okay.
Went on the little running spree and took off down here and stayed out here for 3 years. And as I was out here, I made like 4 albums.
You on the run over here?
Yeah.
On the run? You're on the run for 3 years?
I loved it out here. It was the best time of my fucking life. 2000, Houston, the year from about 2001, 2000. I'm gonna say from 98 to like. 'Cause I came down before we went on with
Lean
98.
Was popping, lean. You could get
DJ
cheap.
Screw was cracking. From 98 all the way to 2004, man. 2003, best years of my life. Houston, every night there was a club to go to.
It was a fun time.
You know what I'm saying? So
I was not ready. I was in middle school at that time, but it was a fun time.
It was cracking. I mean, man, I ain't gonna lie. That's still, I can't even say a better period of my life was probably the best time of my life to this day, man.
When you were on the run, that's hilarious. Can you talk about how that connection happened with Baby Bash? How y'all connected and how y'all built a relationship?
Well, Baby Bash, he was on 17 Reasons, And then he was also on 18 with a Bullet, and he was just, somebody who was a Latino that was already rapping, that already kind of like already made his way. So, I kind of always looked to him for a little bit of advice, and he was always, he was always in a positive. He always had a positive vibe. So, I always took to what he said seriously.
Okay.
So. No, but ever since we met, we've been on point. So
yeah, but he's originally from the
he's
Bay.
from Vallejo, Bay Area. Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why for years. I just found that out like last year. I always thought he was from Houston, Texas, because of how much he reps H-Town. I thought.
He came down here and he kept telling me for like 2 years on the phone, "Toes, you got to come down to Texas. You got to come. Hella Mexicans out here." I'm like, man, I'm so concerned about the Bay Area. Let me I'm still concerned about locking down the Bay Area. Like I just want to lock down the Bay Area. What the fuck you mean go to Texas? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now, when I made that, and when I came down to Texas and I made that growth, it just opened the motherfucking doors, opened my mind up to what more we could do in the game. Like, man, before I was just trying to lock down my little area code to make it crack.
Yeah.
And, then you're just thinking just half the state, and once you leave out of the state and you leave out of your local area, you start seeing nationwide. Your mind start thinking like, I want to take over everything.
Yeah, you start to expand and get bigger and bigger.
And building relationships in different areas.
Okay.
All
right.